back to all of our loyal club members. It is Christmas.
It is.
Oh my God.
I'm feeling a little bit, festive. I thought I'd put on the Paul Smith wine spattered,
I should be
red
wearing
shirt.
red.
You should be
Why am I
wearing
not
red.
red?
Where's your antlers? Huh?
I do have
Where's
antlers
the holly?
somewhere and some holly. It is the time of year to get festive.
So we're doing a vintage Saignée Christmas special.
Which is awesome, and it's something we've never done before. Rosé de Saignée is a particular style of rosé champagne. So within the rosé category of champagne, you've got two styles. You've got a blend, an assemblage, so where they take a red wine and a white wine and they blend it together. That's the most common technique. 95% of rosé champagnes are made with this method. And then a very, very small number of houses will make a Rosé de Saignée. So a rosé of bleeding, Saignée meaning to bleed, which is 100% Pinot Noir, a really intense, intense method of making rosé champagne where they're bleeding the Pinot Noir grape.
And what do we mean by bleeding? All right, let's go back to layman's terms. It's about a method called maceration, and what you're doing is allowing the skins, which contain all the phenolics, all the tannins, all the color, effectively that group, to saturate with the juice of the pulp of the inside of the berry, because that's normally clear.
Yeah.
That's how you can get clear Pinot Noir, like Blanc de Noir and so on. But when you leave that, you get this gorgeous color. And look at the two different colors that we've got in our glass.
Real intensity of the color. Ernest Remy on one side.
And we're gonna get into
Sadi
both of these amazing producers and.
But perfect time of year for Saignée because it's so good with Christmas lunch, and whatever you serve at your family, whether it's a duck or a ham or it's a barbecue, these wines are perfect for Christmas lunch, which is why we've chosen this theme for this month.
Agreed. Okay, it gives me great pleasure to reintroduce Sadi Malot because a few months ago we did a Blanc de Noir feature using Legoise, which is a single vineyard from Sadi Malot.
Amazing.
Very different wine. Again from Verzy, but that was made in concrete eggs, which is really
super
quite cool and different. We're looking at vessels and all sorts. This producer, Sadi Malot, they're based in Villers-Marmery. They're now 5th generation. Villers-Marmery, if you're looking at it, it's in the Montagne de Reims. It's next door to Verzy and Verzenay and Aï and Ambonnet, but it's predominantly Chardonnay as a plot, is that right? So the family have been HVE, so we talked about that last month, which is high value environmental.
And they're under conversion to biodynamic as well.
Correct, and yes, organic and biodynamic plots. So their family have really, I think, progressed in terms of getting into that modern range of champagnes. This is an all new range from them. There's not even any tasting notes out there. I had to open a bottle, go straight into it yesterday. But the whole summary of the house has been brilliant so far. And we're really excited to introduce these to you. So, Verzy is the Grand Cru village where all the Pinot Noir is coming from, and this is such
it's a beautiful wine. I mean,
gorgeous
Verzy
wine. Look at the color on it as well. I mean,
it's such a well-regarded vineyard plot, vineyard sites. Verzy's Grand Cru. You're making a vintage. You're making a Rosé de Saignée vintage. We're up here in rosés right now. The color depth between the wines is obvious. It has got this really deep, juby red character, but this lovely savouriness to it too.
I called it salty blackcurrants, which is really that salinity, which is sort of linking back to the mineral,
the purity of the chalk,
dimension of the chalk, and that intense. I love it. When you look at it, sometimes you might just look past it and go, what is that taste? Why am I getting that? It's really it's almost like a vibration on the tongue. It's really quite powerful. That's salinity, that's mineral dimension.
And the fruit is pure though. You've got blackberry,
yes.
You've got bramble, you've got blueberry. It's
I agree.
And a very soft tannic finish, a really soft powdery tannic finish. And you've got to remember the way the wine is made is for the first time, normally in Champagne, we crush the grapes gently, break the skin, extract the white flesh, and quickly discard the skin so that we have no color exchange and no tannin coming from the skin of the grape. It's contained within the stems or the skin of the grape. Now we've got a maceration, so we've got a period of time where the skin and the stems is in contact with the juice. But I actually like that finish, that sort of powdery coating of the wine.
I really enjoy it. It is, I mean, because this is fermented in stainless steel, by the way, and it has gone through a malolactic fermentation as well, so the acids are softer. Kyla's right about the tannin. So when you're looking at the structure of a champagne that is a rosé and Saignée, you will get some grip, which is perfect for like barbecued dishes or something a little richer, a little bit fuller. I was thinking, you know, even like a good sort of bloody steak, or you know, even a Wagyu. You know, you could get away with some of those things because that's where this works really, really well.
It's a food wine, but it's a meat wine. I'm sure that there are vegetarian equivalents, and maybe we should look into that.
Things like beetroot, you can get roasted beetroot. I've even seen
with
roasted.
With some chèvre, some goat's cheese.
Is it roasted watermelon? I saw someone create like a rare watermelon. Looks like almost look like steak. There's all sorts of things you can do with it, chives and seeds and all sorts of things.
But it's not heavy. It's a very pretty, very elegant wine, and to see a rosé vintage Saignée of such qualities,
it's excellent.
It's amazing. And the second house that's coming to all of our connoisseurs this month, beautiful champagne.
Ernest Remy. I love it. He's from another Grand Cru, and it's actually called Mailly Champagne. That's the name of the village.
Yeah.
Mailly Champagne.
Mailly Champagne got some great producers in this region. The house history dates back to 1883. But we've got Tariq and his wife Alice Barada, who've come across from Switzerland to reinstate. They've got a connection to the family. And through chance meetings some years ago, they've come back into Champagne to rebuild the winery, to rebuild the history of this Grand Cru house. And they're doing an incredible job.
Can you imagine doing that? You know, can you imagine getting that, you know, call or like a, hey.
Tap on the shoulder.
You know, the kids don't want the vineyards. You guys want to come over and just
It happens.
take over?
It happens sometimes when there's no ears, including Paul Roger recently.
Yeah.
But that's another story. It is a beautiful wine. They're very different, the two wines. As you say, they're both Grand Cru villages. So we've
both vintage.
Both vintage, both Pinot Noir dominant, but with slightly different styles between them.
Definitely, you can see that.
So we have a second Rosé de Saignée. This time we've got the 2013 vintage. So we've got...
This is totally different.
It's totally... You've got 5 years aging difference, okay? So...
Whereas this one is like...
5 years of difference.
Young, fresh, juby.
Ripe, precise fruit.
Yep.
You've got roundness, suppleness. It's flattened out.
So what do you mean by roundness and suppleness? You're talking about the palate, yeah?
I'm talking about the palate, I'm talking about the aroma as well. So it's more gourmand, it's softer, it's more approachable. The fruit in this wine is, so let's give it an example. So you've got lemon. Lemon in its purest form is citrus and bright acidic.
Yeah.
Lemon curd.
Right.
Is softer, more muted, more mellow, more creamy.
Yep.
That's the difference between the two wines.
Okay.
More defined red basket of fruit and a softer gourmand style.
Okay.
It's a patisserie note almost.
What
a
about
softness, a caramel.
What about that toffee apple we picked up earlier? Do you reckon that's in there?
100%. And I like that. I mean, I love them both for different reasons. I think they're both amazing wines.
And look, this is for you as well. We talk about this openly. You can see. So Kyla sort of does her thing. I do my thing.
We
we want you to do your thing too, which is give it a minute, have it, pour it into the glass, get some air in there, have a taste, come back to it again, cook some food. Come back and have another glass, and you'll see more and more of the wine. And it really is up to you to delve into the library of your flavours from when you grew up as a kid and who you are as a person.
Your history.
To form an opinion of what it's in there. Like listening to us, go on about it. It's really just us sharing our passion with you. But I think it's really important to form those visions in your mind as to what flavors are actually going on.
And it's personal preference. You know, Kiri and I differ on what we appreciate and what we like in terms of wine style. And, you know, when we're doing a masterclass, we try not to talk too much about what we sense and what we taste, because it really is independent and unique for every person. So you
good.
as human beings,
So good.
your olfactory gland, which is very close to your sense of smell, is linked to your history. You know, whether your grandma used to wear a perfume, whether you had an ex-boyfriend or ex-girlfriend
Linked
who
to
used
memory.
to smell a certain way, linked to memory.
Yeah.
So, you know, whether you had pot puree in your drawer as a little boy or a little girl like I did. So there's certain memories that are elicited from the aroma that's in your glass, and sometimes those memories get confused.
Well,
The notes get confused.
I think what's important on that level is to go, okay, I've walked into grandma's cooking, or I've walked into a fresh field of strawberries, or I did buy that toffee apple from the circus
loved
stand or
toffee
whatever it
apple.
was.
That
I
was
can't
my
remember when you used to get. I used to get them at the, what are they called? Those.
A circus.
Yeah, but they're
Like a
called something.
carnival?
Carnival, the carnies.
The
The carnies
carnies.
always used to sell like toffee
Scare
apples.
the shit out of me.
They were pretty scary. But they bought the toffee apple. And look,
And
that
that's one
was
of my
for me when
favourite
I tried it. I was
desserts.
like, oh, that's that for me. So for you, it was something else. But it's definitely a food wine. These are both food wines.
Yeah.
And look, they suggest things like lobster in sauce.
Sort of a bit
Whatever that
softer.
means. But I definitely think you can go for things like crab meat, or you know, richer seafoods, especially
crunchy
things with like
seafood.
bisque, you know, like
It's almost got a tomato base to it.
tomato base
Yeah.
to it. Even a marinara would be
Yeah.
beautiful with something like that.
Making me
So
hungry. So very different wines. I think, and I don't know that it's had a bit of barrel influence. It's really soft, it's really round, it's very muted.
I don't think it has.
We can have another argument
You said
about
they're
this.
stainless steel, right? Clean.
I think so, but there is 5 years of difference between the two wines, and there is definitely a softness and a maturity to the wine. But both of them amazing wines, great food wines.
Great wines.
To all of our loyal club members, it's been another amazing year in Champagne. We have enjoyed trying so many new different houses, so many new
2022
champagnes.
is done.
It's done.
Bring 2023 and all the champagne that comes with it.
Well, I love an even year, and the vintage was a cracker this year, so we had a great year in
Yes, it was.
Champagne.
Like top marks all round from all producers, all winemakers.
Happy winemakers in Champagne this year
Yeah.
after a couple of tough years. We've had some amazing champagnes. Well done, Kiri. You do have a knack of choosing some incredible champagnes.
It's fun.
It is fun, and
It's like the best job.
and that's the beauty of the club, and even for me, is that you get to try something that's completely new, you get to learn a little something along the way, and then you get to share that knowledge with your friends and family, or just with yourself. I know plenty of you keep your club wines just for you.
Be
And
selfish with your champagne. Hashtag be selfish.
we are going to give you some recipes to come out with your club wines this month on how to cook the perfect Christmas dinner. Stay tuned for that, very exciting.
Or share yours with us. 'Cause,
We love that
hey,
too.
that's good too, in the community page. on Facebook.
Absolutely. You've got 2 amazing Rosé de Saignée with real versatility. You've got the Sadi Malot that could go with dark or with ham, and you've got the Ernest Remy who could go with something softer, potentially even
Yeah.
a lobster bisque or
Yeah.
a prawn cocktail
Yeah.
with a classic sauce.
There you go.
Delicious.
There you go.
I've got a girlfriend who makes a mean prawn cocktail at Christmas. It is so delightful. But thank you, Kiri, for choosing all of our amazing wines this year. It's been
My
a pleasure.
Thank you to all of our club members for tuning in this year and for joining us on this journey that we love. And if there's anything else you want to learn about, do check out the previous videos and see what we've done. And we'll see you next year.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Okay, stop doing that.
What? It's fizzy.
Welcome back.
Hey. Hi, Kyla. Hi, I'm Kyla. I want to rush to do everything quickly now. Fast, please. Quickly. Now. Let's go.
Can you shut up fast?
3, 2.
Only if you're short, fast. Okay. Start talking.
ladies and gentlemen, and all of our loyal club members. I'm not going to say that because then it sounds like they're like
Ladies and
transsexual.
gentlemen, and all of you who have moved across to women and men and people.
And others.
Now, just say it as it is. Say it as it is.
All right, bring me in.
And I wanted to incorporate the wines that we're making going forward for this month.
Okay, so Sadi Malot, tell me more about her. Where is she located?
Can I just have a minute? Can I just have a minute? I just need to
Would
check
you like some
something.
thinking music?
Shut up.
Saw that. Go put some shoes on and be very quiet. The quieter the better. We're nearly done. He's entertaining himself.